What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. It's me, Trash Olson. Today I got another ceiling fan. Yes. Now I got this like 2.5 weeks ago, and I got this during 2 box fan video projects I was working on, so I didn't have any time to mess with this. And then the basement was a mess because I was doing those 2 projects and I never cleaned up. So all this time later, I finally have those 2 videos uploaded. They were like, together was 10 hours of footage that had to be then edited, and it was just a lot. So this had to be postponed until that was ready. So that is that. This is an Encon Bouquet, I believe. I don't remember. Again, it's 2.5 weeks ago that I saw this fan. This was at Habitat. They charged me a little bit more for this one. I know, it's weird. Instead of the regular $10, they charged me $25, so that was random. So I'm not gonna complain. I just thought that was random. So I already kind of looked at this, but not really that much. This video shouldn't be that bad, knock on wood. I don't see it. The fan has all the parts. It doesn't look like it has any flaws that I know of, so as long as, you know, the switches and everything work, we should be fine. So yeah, I normally wouldn't have got something like this, and there is one reason to this fan why I picked it up, and that's only because it has the option for 4 or 5 blades. Now I know that sounds like, oh, who cares, right? But with me being new to ceiling fan collecting, I have yet to have a fan that has that feature, and I'm honestly dying to just try that out. I want to see what it looks like with 4 or 5 blades. I just want to see what, you know, want to just check it out. I mean, all the Casablancas have that, right? So one step closer to having one of those. So here are the blades. Another reason I got this fan is it looks like my White Hunter, but more girly. So I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just saying, like, you know, it looks different. It's like it, but different. It's got these. I haven't done this in so long. I don't even know what I'm saying. Blade irons. That's what they are. I couldn't remember the name. I don't know what inch fan this is. The blades look like the 46-inch style, but then if you look at the blade irons, they're really long. So this is probably a 52-inch ceiling fan. Instead of doing 52-inch on the blades, they did it on the irons, which is, again, I don't think I have any other fans that are designed like that either. My other 52-inch fans have it's the blade that's long, not the iron. So we have 5 of those. Like I said, there's the 4 or 5 option. Let's see if I can put these anywhere. So we already saw the blade, so let's move these out of the way. Okay. Man, I hate these globes. They're so ugly. Yuck. Nasty looking. Alright. This is such a bad idea. Okay, now that that's gone, you can flip this decrepit thing over. There's our work surface. I just got the table all nice and clean. I don't feel like putting this dirty fan on it. Okay, I just did something. Heard a noise, so we have power protection. I don't think so. We're gonna unwire this light kit if I can do that. That'd be awesome. I don't like these caps, but I'm gonna keep them on there anyway because they look like they are the correct size. Encon is a pretty, I have heard a good reputation with Encon, so I'm not worried about any of this. I have to take it apart to clean it at the least. So I'm debating if I'm gonna gut this or not. I might. If I do, it'll be off camera, so don't worry. Look at this. Danger, high voltage. Danger, high voltage. Don't OT, remove cover. Donut, remove cover. How do you mess that up so bad? Don't OT, remove cover. Yeah. Good job, Encon. Editor, don't cut this out. This is gonna be for me. If I need to know this in the future, I'm going to say this now. 4.75 microfarads. It's from Watson, whatever that is. The wiring in this fan is actually very concise looking. Usually it's all sloppy and messy. that looks fairly concise. Each wire is paired and tied in a certain way where you can see everything. The reverse switch uses the little heat shrink things, which I don't like because they tend to fall off. You can't see that, but it's whatever. We are using a red switch here. I'm guessing this is 3-speed. It does have the down rod coupler, although I don't have a down rod, and that looks like it's a smaller diameter, so I wouldn't even have one anyway. Okay, let's not lose these screws. Already dropped one somewhere and I don't know where it went, so that's gonna be great. Didn't mess up the video this time. Okay, we're gonna rotate this way so it aligns with the screw sticking out. And now we're, oh, that's a safety. They put safe, that's what this is for. It's a safety screw. So you can't take it off. Yeah, well that little Phillips is not gonna stop me. Nice try. Okay. Looks like the sideband is a part of the top, which is good. Or not. It's fine. Remember, I'm going to clean everything individually, so the more I can get it apart, the better. So, any other interesting things? The dust is very light, which is good. I've had some fans where the dust is like, whatever. This is going to need to be cleaned extremely carefully so I don't get anything in the bearings. Nothing feels loose, which is good. The capacitor is just hanging out in there. It's not secured anyway, which is interesting, but I'm not going to complain. Spins alright, feels okay. I do have some faith in this. Might be okay. Alright, we're done with everything. If you're wondering why I didn't show the cleaning process on camera, it's mostly because it's kind of boring. A lot of this was washed with water. I doubt you want to watch me, you know, do all this in the sink. The only things that weren't washed with water were obviously the motor. The blades could not be done because they don't have a resin type of finish onto them. I could feel that they're a little bit cheaper, so I didn't want to take that risk. Some blades can, some blades can't. These couldn't. This, I wasn't able to get the stuff out because the switch, it was too tight in there. I didn't want to break it like I did with the last one, so I just left it. I used some alcohol and a spray bottle. That's what this is. This is also what I used on the motor. I sprayed this onto a paper towel, and then while that paper towel was damp, I cleaned this up as best as I could with that. I did not want to get any dust in the bearing, so I started nearest to the bearing and then worked my way down so any dust can be pushed outward and not inward. So obviously that spins fine and I don't hear anything, doesn't make any noise. Sounds fine, so that was that. The globes are aftermarket. They came from somewhere else. I don't remember where. I have way too many and I need to start using some, so I really like these. They look like the other ones, just 10 times better. So that is that. Someone's going to be like, oh, you ruined the originality. No one cares because this is some crappy Encon fan that no one likes. So, you know, if this was Casablanca, I would not do that. Or anything else that is more serious. But this is just one of those like cheapos from the 90s that no one cares or likes. So I can do that and, you know, get away with it without getting backlash. But you know, like I said, I have too many globes just sitting around that I can't use. So might as well use some if I really like them, you know. And everything else, I mean, some small stuff like these were washed with alcohol just because they can be disinfected. You know, basic stuff like that. So everything else, the housing and all that was washed with water, you know, done, dish soap, water, and then dried. Very, very well dried afterwards. So that is that. A little bit of a close-up on everything. The brass on this fan looks really nice. It's a nice shade. It's not too yellow and it's not too, like, bland. It's like a nice gold. Alright, so let's assemble this thing together. So, first thing I'm going to do is I already have the bottom part of the, face plate here with that ring. But then I'm going to put this over here first. And I'll show you why. Okay. I want to secure this because otherwise it's going to be impossible to try and line this up and connect everything while we have two pieces moving. If I can screw this in, it won't really move and it'll be just so much easier to do this. Okay, let's get these giant bolts. These are supposed to have washers on them too, but there's only like 3 of them because, again, the previous owner lost parts. They mix and matched hardware and they lost some hardware. I counted the washers. There was not enough for everything, so they definitely, I don't know what happened. They probably fell asleep mid-assembly. Either that or it's the assembly line, I don't know. Because the customer doesn't put this together. That's got to be factory or assembly. So that means some idiot at the factory didn't do their job right. Now this part can be very frustrating, so I'm trying to have patience with this. The CEC, man, that was a nightmare. Now thanks to gravity, that should automatically stay where I want it. And now I can see where the screw lines up. Because I can look down and done. Don't know why I just didn't do that earlier. Would have been a little bit faster. How come no one really makes these videos? I don't really see people do ceiling fan installations, at least in this in depth. Like, hey, I got a fan, I cleaned it, here's the before and after of me cleaning it, and here's me in installing it. Usually I just see them installing it. I don't see this part. This part to me is the most interesting. You get to see how the fan's put together and, it's just interesting. So, if you're a ceiling fan YouTuber, or want to be, I recommend doing this. Because you should, it's cool. There you go. It's an easy way to double your content, because now you can have a regular ceiling fan video, right? Just recording the fan. But then when you actually get the fan, you can say, okay, here's the fan I got. And then you can record yourself doing what I'm doing. Checking the wiring, if it needs a new switch, do that. People like me find that interesting, and I would watch those videos, like, from beginning to finish, So, if you're a ceiling fan YouTuber watching this, consider doing that as an idea, because I don't really see those often at all, Well, ceiling fan collectors just do the fan video. There are some people that do the installation part, but again, no one does it like this. Like, I'm doing the installation, but I'm also doing, like, what I'm doing right now. Disassembly, reassembly. It's also really useful, too, because I might be someone that's stuck with this fan. I want to know how to take it apart. I search Encon Bouquet, because that might be the fan I have. Oh, nice. Someone on YouTube conveniently took the fan apart. Now I get to see what it looks like on the inside. And now I learned what the fan looks like, so I don't have to take it apart and maybe break it. Straighten that out real quick, And this would be really nice for, like, people that have Casablanca fans, because they're very complicated. So videos like what I'm doing right now, but like a Casablanca, I would totally watch that, because I don't have any of those fans like that, so that's all new to me. Now these are all the spinner motor ceiling fans that are all easy mode. So yeah, if you have ceiling fans, either make videos on them because they're cool, do what I'm doing, or if you already make ceiling fan videos, consider doing what I'm doing right now and make these types of videos because they're cool. I also forgot to put the don't OT, remove, whatever. Don't care. The last time I checked, I don't give a crap. Oh, roasted. Alright, the blades are done. And this is what I was talking about with the missing hardware. So you see this is the mounting bracket, correct? And you see they have all these like little like lock washer things here, right? and one of them doesn't. The other 3 do. So that's just a prime example of, ew, what is all that in my hand? I mean, how do you do that? How do you even manage that? I mean, there was like 9 out of the 15 washers for the blades. Like, how do you lose that many? Like, come on. Like, after you lose one, like, oh crap, I lost one, you know, maybe I'll keep better track. No, I'm just gonna lose like 7 of them. It's no big deal. Like, dude. Oh my god, how kind of them. How kind. They gave me these ugly tan caps. I'm going in the garbage. I'm not gonna use those. These people. I swear, I see the most interesting things coming out of these fans from Habitat. I'll tell you that right now. Missing parts, missing hardware, not done right, put together upside down, wrong, blades up upside down. I mean, seriously. I literally had a fan where the blades were like, not right. Or the one fan was wired like in reverse. There was like 2 neutrals, and like, what are you doing, dude? Only the light would turn on, and then if you unhook the light, the fan turns on. Like, how do these people do this and not burn their house down? Yeah, I know, it's sad. We gotta take this beauty down for this. I know, it's stupid. But, I mean, I have to hang up this fan eventually. I can never just not hang it up because the legendary Kenroy's up here with the, you know, taking up that real estate. You know? This is gonna sound unironically hilarious. Sorry if my hair looks bad. I tried to put hair gel in before the video. I didn't have it in all day because my hair is kind of like, I need a haircut and it's all like bad looking. So I tried to put hair gel in earlier to kind of like maybe not make it look so bad. But now it didn't do anything. It just made it look 10 times worse. It looks like I have greasy hair. I promise you I shower. It's just, it's the hair gel. I figured I'd say that before someone's like, ew, this guy is yuck. Oh, flying on out of here. Feels good to be back, sitting on this trash step stool from when Jesus was still in high school. Feels like it's gonna break every time I move. It's all wobbly. Trash. Made out of compressed sawdust. What I do is I take all 3 wires, I connect them together by just twisting, then I'll feed them through all at once, rather than having like 2 out of 3 wires make it and then I'm like, oh no, not to go where I want. One flush mount is not really flush mount. I'm just joking. Alright, let's see. Now, we can wire up the fan. Yay! Now, before we get all excited, this may not even work. So we gotta double check, you know? Okay, make sure I got a good angle on that. Oh yeah. We're gonna find a bulb. We're gonna use this piece of crap from Dollar Tree. Alright, here we go. Let's hope nothing bad happens. Okay, she's spinning. The light is on. Off. On. It's going the wrong way. Medium, I think. Low. Wait, was that 4? That should have been off and there was another speed. Alright, here's what it looks like. First impressions. My first comment of this fan to myself was, it looks like the White Hunter if it had a girlfriend. That's this fan. If you know the White Hunter, and then you know. If you don't, it's on my channel. It's my Hunter Legacy in white. It's basically this fan, but more masculine looking. I say that because of all the petals, flowers, and all that. The Bouquet name. I'm not trying to be a weirdo. Oh, bullcrap. That is not 48 inches. Get out of here. It says 48 inches right on the dot. That looks like a 52. That has to be 52. No way that's 48. That thing looks gigantic. Alright, whatever. Here's the lights. I'm going to leave them off and I'll show you why. That was the only bulb. I don't have enough purple. So, it looks weird unless I turn these ones off. It looks, why is it so bright? That's really weird. Okay, we're gonna I mean, look at the globes if you want. Admire those. They look really cool on camera. Okay. Is everyone ready? We're gonna turn this on low. Here we go. Nice smooth pull chain. I think I got this fan on October 17th, and it's now November, what, 7th? Very slow low. It's kind of like the Ken Royan low. It's like a nice aesthetic low. I'm digging it. It's cool. Let's go up to medium. 1, 2, 3. I like the pull chains. They really complement the fan more than I thought they would. I don't hear anything. But that's just because there's other fan. I have another fan running and then the furnace is running, so. And then people are walking around this crappy floorboards. Now you see why I was recording videos at 3 a.m. I have 800 people walking around, it ruins the video. Could be walking on the other end of the house so you could still hear it because it's that loud. Okay, let's go up to high. See what high looks like. I don't know if I said this, but since there was missing washers, I did not put any washers with the blades. I just used the screws only because the heads are large enough where I'm not worried. Oh man, that's like dead silent. Airflow is actually not too bad. Seems like it's going this way though. Like right here I don't feel anything, but over here I feel like gust of wind. Could be from that fan over there interfering. That looks nice. Or garbage light bulb. Might even throw it out, I don't know yet. It's from Dollar Tree, so clearly it didn't pass any sort of safety tests. My safety test they pass is if it turns on, that's it. Oh, it turns on, that must be safe all the time. Okay, let's try to see what this looks like. Actually, that looks better. Well, for a second, I don't know, that actually looks kind of stupid. Kind of. It's the dark side and then the light side. Alright, I gotta take all the blades off now, so give me another 45 minutes and I'll be back. Ew, what is this? 4-blade. It doesn't even look that good, honestly. And it looks like it's about to hit the switch housing. Do you see that? Maybe you don't. Let me zoom in. Look how close that is. Hey, it's really cool though that you can do that. It looks like I have a different ceiling fan. Looks like it's a completely different fan. Whoa. It's wobbling bad. That's loud. You hear that? That don't sound too good. Yeah, I personally will never be using the 4-blade configuration. It is cool for the video, that's why we're doing this. It's wobbling bad. There's like one blade that's way out of clock right now. that off. And I'm going to switch it back to 5. Definitely ran better with the 5. I'm not sure why. And I checked for the tension. Every blade is tight. Doesn't look bad with 4, but with 4 it looks like the crest. Just a little bit girthier. That's what it looks like. That's what it reminds me of. Obviously the crest is a little more OG. Well, that's the 4-blade configuration. That's one way to do it. I'm not going to really do this again, so I might have to use this clip in the video for the fan. I'm not sure yet. See, now that it's quiet, yeah, as the furnace just turns on. But now that it's quiet, I almost want to put it back on 5 and just see if it's any louder, or if that was just because I had 4 blades on there and one of them might have been out of balance. I can see that one blade is like bent funny. The one that's on the right coming to the front right now. That one's bent really low compared to the others. I'm not sure why. Alright, we're back with the 5-blade configuration. Furnace is off, no one's walking. No water is running. The other fan's off. The dehumidifier is not on, obviously, because it's like fall. There's nothing running, there's nothing going on. I'm gonna move this. I'm actually gonna go off the tripod. Okay, let's see if there's any startup sound or how loud or how quiet this might actually be. Here we go. It's wobbling now. I had the blades in a good configuration where they were balanced out. I really like the brass on this fan, I have to say. Very nice. See, now it's quiet. It's not making any noise that I can hear besides the blades. I think it was just, for some reason, something was going on. Didn't like to be in the 4-blade configuration. Not entirely sure. Leave it alone. Alright. I honestly don't know what else to do with this. I know I didn't show you the stickers. I promise you it doesn't say anything. The amps, I don't even know if the amps are on there. It just says Encon, and that's basically it. It has like the QA tested and all that other trash, UL and all that. There's no date that I know of. I don't even think there's a model. I already looked because I had to try and find what the model name of this was, and it was a nightmare. The only thing I knew was Encon. That was it. I just had to search white Encon ceiling fan. And then a bunch of like spinners came up, and I'm like, great. Then I was searching like different galleries, YouTube, Google search. And then I finally found one picture that looked similar, but it didn't have the model name. So I mean, I was literally a couple hours researching, trying to find this. So just saying that before you're like, ugh. See, now it's like dead silent. Yeah, I don't know. It's not that I'm not happy with it, it's just, it's not like that exciting. It's just another ceiling fan. It's kind of the same. I'm also kind of tired, but, you know, I look at it like this. I have only so many bins that I have to store these fans in. And now that I have this, I keep thinking like, I almost wish I didn't buy this because I need the space for something cooler. Like, what if I run into a Casablanca, but I used up all my bins? I'm going to be like, great, I have to get rid of a fan now, you know what I'm saying? The box fans I had, they're a lot smaller. I can have many more of them. The ceiling fans, they have to be stored in the bins, which not a lot of space for. So I like this fan a lot, but it's just like, you know, it wasn't that on the wish list too much. So I don't want you guys to think like, oh, you know, whatever. I'm just going to be honest, you know. I'm just worried that I'm going to be wasting all my space before I end up finding something cool. Because I'm trying to look for a spinner, and I'm trying to look for some sort of Casablanca or something cool. You know, all I have is a bunch of these random, like, spinner ceiling fans with, like, spinner motors, but not an actual spinner fan. That's really cool. I don't know. That's that. I don't want to make this video too long. I have really nothing else to say. So if you guys enjoyed this video, I'll see you guys in the next one.